All right, are we live? I think we are live. All
Yep.
right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the very actually it's the second episode. It's not even the first
Yeah.
episode now. Oh shit, man, I don't even know,
Ah,
yo.
sweet.
Welcome to the second episode of Press Start podcast. Today I got a great cast. So let's start off with the introductions. Smooth. Okay, I think he's not here.
Yeah, the man.
Case,
Hey, what's going on? This is Rome of the Fall Boys, formerly known as K's Plays. Yeah, man, thanks for having me on.
J Main.
Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy J Main checking in with the podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at JMain518. YouTube, the same name, JMain518. So, thanks for having me, and let's talk games.
My boy Jack.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's Jack Move, man. The guru of Giddy Up. But you can also call me your your pony commissioner.
Yo, that one was on point today, bro.
Okay, I can tell you.
Yo, that was on point today, bro. Yeah, and Tony.
Yeah, what's going on, people? Tony Polanco from Geek.com, PC Mag Coalition, and the Throwdown Podcast. Kofi, man, thank you so much for having me on, man.
Man, I really appreciate you joining the podcast on short notice, man.
Word.
Really
Man, 30 minutes
appreciate it,
ago,
man.
I was eating shit.
Yeah, respect, man, respect. All right, yo, today, we got a great show for you guys today. Today we're gonna talk about the future of console gaming. So it should be a pretty damn good show. But first off, I just wanna see what everyone's playing right now, man. So, yo, what are you guys playing currently, yo? Anyone, yo?
Let me get a stab at this.
All right, yo, what's good? All right, Smooth's back.
What's
Want to
up?
do your intro?
Yeah. No, my bad. My background's like, as you can hear, is noisy. But this kid Smooth, aka the Best Buy. And I don't have a funny intro like Jack.
Sound good. All right, yo. So, what's everyone's playing? I'll go first. I just finished beating Dead Rising 3.
Right.
I didn't die like BG or feel like dying like BG. The game was actually alright. I actually enjoyed it. Actually, I was playing on PC, so I didn't get those nasty frame rates that the Xbox One has. But it's all good. The game was pretty good. So right now I'm currently playing DuckTales. Taking it back. And bought it on the Steam summer sale. It's a pretty good game, man.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Wait, so do you actually get motion sickness when you're playing games at all?
Yo, the only game that I have played that like messed me up was Portals, yo. That game had me fucked up, yo. Like going through the portals like at high speeds and shit. Had me messed up still.
I never experienced it with games. I get it with everything else, not games.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Lucky.
Yo, so Tony, what you playing right now, man?
Since there's not really anything new coming out, I'm in the backlog. I never owned an Xbox 360, right? So I have an Xbox One now, so I'm playing the backwards compatibility stuff. So I'm actually playing through Gears of War 2. Okay, I love the first Gears of War. The first time I played it was actually
Classic, man.
I actually just first played it for the first time in November. But Gears of War 2 so far is even better than that.
Yeah, yo, the campaign is hot for Gears of War 2. It's hot. It actually is hot.
And I'm also regrettably playing fucking Mighty Number 9.
Oh,
Is it really that bad?
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I'll get to it later. Oh man.
Yo, Fall, what you playing, man?
Well, you know what I'm playing, but I've been doubling back, and I'm trying to get back into Metal Gear Solid 5 and Batman, which I never finished. I bought it on PlayStation, and for some reason I've just been getting real comfortable with my Xbox, and I hate playing it on the PS4 controller. So now I'm like trying to play it on Xbox.
Got a new Best Buy in the building? Okay.
Yo, Jay, man, what you playing, bro? What you playing?
Oh, like Tony, I've been dipping into the backlog. I had.
Yeah, man, we all are, bro.
Yeah, I actually never played the God of War games for PSP, so I had went back to PS3 and played Ghost of Sparta. And
Yo, the
Chains
games are
of
actually
man, my
good, yo.
man.
Yo,
Amazing.
them games they're
Yo,
really good.
Yo, those
good,
are
yo.
good ass games, son.
Yo, they're good for like handheld games. It's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
I was thinking like for the time that they came out, I can understand why they got the scores that they got
Yeah, they're
because
great games.
like they're really good games, especially Ghost of Sparta. Like
Yo,
the way
those-
they mixed up
oh,
the,
Yo, which one's Ghost of Sparta? Is that when you Kratos' brother one?
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, that one,
Yeah,
that one.
that one was hot, yo.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I beat both of those over the weekend, and I'm just hyped for God of War. So I mean,
Yes.
I know the new one's gonna be different, but
Yeah,
just
we'll
knowing
see
more
how it
about
turns out, man.
the backstory is why I went back. So
My boy Jack, I know you're playing on 1-2 indies, right?
Yes, I am. I'm currently playing right now. I'm playing 2 games. I'm playing 2K16. That's because I traded it in, but since it came back to Plus, I'm trying to pick up where I left off. Getting my ass whooped online a little bit, so that's always fun. And, the main game I'm playing is Alien Nation. Now, if you don't know what Alien Nation is, it's a spiritual successor to Dead Nation by Housemarque. And if you like, twin stick shooters, top down type games. Well, it's kind of more of a asymmetrical view. But if you like games like that, man, if you like grinding for loot, leveling up your shit, great game, fun game. That's what I'm currently playing right now.
I actually heard like some good things about that game. I actually downloaded Halo Spartan Assault, yo. That's like I haven't played like a twin stick shooter in a hot minute, and like the game is like different, man. I need to get back into that shit, man.
Oh, they made a Halo twin stick shooter.
Yeah, it's called like Spartan Assault or some shit like that. I got it on Steam too. Yo. It's actually it's okay. It's not bad stuff. And yo, Kid Smooth, I know if you got your hands full over there. What you playing, man?
Honestly, I've been playing like Jack. He be on 2K. I be playing NBA Live. I'm still playing.
Oh,
NBA
bro,
Live.
we need to talk about this.
Yeah,
right?
you gotta get off.
Yo, we need to talk about this. Yo, why you still on live, fam? Why you
Man,
outside?
I don't know, man. It's just something. It's like you know how people smoke cigarettes, and you have to pick up a cigarette. You have to smoke. Like NBA Live, like I have to play it.
Yo, fam, like I would feel you like if we were back in 03, bro, when live was popping. You know when like Jason Kidd was on the cover, yo. Live 03 was so hot, yo.
Yeah, 05 is the last one I really like.
No, but I've been playing NBA Live, and I picked back up Watch Dogs to try to get ready for the second one. I've reminded myself how much I hate the fucking game, so I probably won't be picking up Watch Dogs 2 because I play Watch Dogs 1 again. And I'm like, you know what? I hate this game, and I hate it.
Yo, the protagonist is mad, just like mad.
Boring as hell.
Boring as shit, man.
Hated that story.
Yeah, man. All right, yo. So let's get into the main discussion right here. Yo, I just want to get your guys' takes on where do you guys see console gaming like in the next 10 years, like going forward. Like where do you guys see console gaming headed? Is it gonna be like a service? Like will Xbox become a service? PlayStation become a service like Netflix? Or do you guys see no more generations but like iterations like what Microsoft is doing? Like where do you guys see like console gaming going?
I definitely see it going the direction of PlayStation now, just as like internet infrastructure gets stronger and stronger. Like that's what it's gonna be. Like the companies, they don't want you to own licenses and stuff like that. They don't want to deal with retailers and stuff and sell you physical copies. They want to get it to where it's a service. You pay, and once you stop paying, they stop providing the service. On their terms. You know what I mean? That's where they want to get it. Like, but there's some good sides to that too, because once it gets to that point, graphics are no longer a factor, like graphics chips and stuff like that, and overheating and red ring of death. Like none of that will ever be a factor.
So you're trying to say you think it might turn into a service? You see that in the future as in like a Netflix thing? That's what you're saying?
It's definitely doing it. Like
you think
so? Sony wouldn't spend that much money on a company. Like they know that's where it's going, so they're just getting ahead of the curve. You know what I mean? Like right now, PlayStation Now is like, it's not a big thing, but it's just there, and they're working out all the kinks now. So when it is a factor, like when it's that time to get there, they will have been doing it already for 5 or 10 years or however long. You know what I mean? So it's definitely going that direction.
I think honestly, it's going to be a combination of both, of service and iterations, because they seen Apple thrive in the phone market by just slightly updating the iPhone every year, and Microsoft took a liking to that. And Microsoft's not really in the situation where they're doing, how Sony can provide the streaming service, because streaming for movies and videos and stuff is great, but games, I don't know if it's all that reliable. So I think, like, for somebody like Microsoft, and I don't know about Nintendo, they would be more of like, okay, you can either play our stuff on our dedicated box. They're going to treat it like how we treat computers, or you can buy a third-party box and play our stuff.
Do you think there will ever be a platform where, like, like a universal platform where, like, you could buy Sony and Microsoft games, like where you could
once Microsoft and Sony stops making consoles and you get one of them retro shits, like how they got the Sega Nintendo combo. Only in that type of form.
Yeah, to me, that's actually been like the dream I've been talking about for like 15 years. Like, think about it like this, right? If you buy I was going to show my age. I was about to say a VCR player, but if you buy a Blu-ray player, right? You could, any movie you buy will play on whatever Blu-ray player you buy, right? Why is it that if you buy a console, certain games won't play on it? To me, that's kind of stupid, So, like me personally, I would love it if there was just one console you buy and everything played.
Yeah, like a universal box. That would be pretty crazy. Eh?
It won't happen, but I would love that.
So yo, what do you guys think about upgraded consoles? Like, do you guys think that would ever be? You guys think that would ever be a thing? Like, no, I mean, like, as in, like, you change the parts and shit.
Oh,
you think that would ever be a thing?
No.
Console gamers are too lazy, bro. Come on now.
They want that ease. They want that
I was
ease.
thinking about that shit, and I don't think that would ever happen. I don't think we'll ever get a console to where you're honestly gonna, like, switch GPUs even through a USB port. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
You don't think Scorpio is gonna be that, or you could just slide out?
You know what it is?
Slide out of GTX. Like, it's just gonna be a PC. You know what I mean? Everything's gonna be. I feel like
the thing about Xbox Scorpio, it's just gonna be just a beast, more powerful Xbox One. That's what Scorpio is really gonna be. I don't really think there's gonna be no, like, oh, yo, pop it open, you can add some RAM, or you can switch up, like, add a new GPU. I don't think it's gonna be nothing like that. I know, like, Phil Spencer, like, said some shit like that in an interview, but I don't think that's the way they're going, because I don't think that would be a good idea.
Because I think they still want to, like, keep it as a console for their console fans, and and they're bringing their stuff to PC and Windows 10 to cater to the PC guys. So I think they want to stay in that realm.
It's just gonna be like a high-end Xbox, like, like they're promoting it to be. I don't think it's gonna come where you can, like, upgrade it yourself. I really doubt that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but that streaming stuff, that's interesting. I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't like it, but, like, I feel like it's gonna happen, and it just makes sense because it's not like the service isn't bound to the console. You can play it, like, once it goes all internet, you can play it on anything. Like, I can play PS4 games on my Vita or my Sony TV or my whatever.
But do you think Sony would open it up to PC, and, like, how Microsoft is doing with the Windows 10? That way, like, you can play your games on the PC or on the Xbox One.
You know what I noticed about Sony? They're more protective with their their stuff. They kind of want all their shit on their own platform. That's what I noticed about Sony. It'll take like a lot for Sony probably to start dropping, like, their first party games on PC for real, like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they are a hardware company first.
Unless like, you know what I could see? I could see, like, Sony honestly, like, putting PlayStation Now on PC though, like a subscription, a streaming service. I could see that.
Yeah, they'll definitely do that.
You know what I'm saying? I could actually see that happening. But yo, how is it, like, talking about PlayStation Now? How's your experience with that? If you guys tried that, like, my experience has been actually pretty bad. I can't even front, yo.
I did the trial, and it definitely had some input lag. I don't think internet infrastructure is not there yet for it.
Fam, yo, I cannot play a game where, like, I hit a button, then, like, you see the reaction like a second later. Like, it drives me crazy. Like,
especially games and racing games.
Yeah, yo. So if streaming like means that we're gonna get, like, a lot of input lag and stuff, then yo, I'm not about that. But if they can get it, like, 1-to-1, like, then, I don't mind, like, a Netflix style, like, console where you could, like, stream. But
I tried it.
Yeah.
I tried it. I did a little Let's Play, PlayStation Now Let's Play on my channel, and it was pretty 1-to-1. Like, I guess it depends on like the area you're at and your connection, how good or bad it is.
Yeah, it does.
But mine was pretty 1-to-1. Like if somebody just sat me down in front of it, like as much as I play games, I might notice it with like a fighting game or something like that. But I was playing like
shooters are bad too, man. Shooters with input lag, oh my god, man, that shit's horrible. What do you think, Tony, man? What do you think about all this? You try PS Now?
Yeah, I tried it. Like just like you said, bro. There's too much input lag. Like, okay, granted, to me, it's a little bit of input lag, but even a little bit is already too much. So
yeah, I hear you, bro.
Totally unacceptable. So I'm not really until they actually fix it. I'm not down with it, bro.
Yeah. What I noticed too, when your internet like slows down or like it lags, then like quality drops and like it looks blurry, and I'm like, oh shit, man.
Too many variables that are not based on the actual service. It's like you gotta worry about the internet service,
like a YouTube video.
Yeah. So that's what has me thinking. Like that's probably like the main obstacle. Like if gaming is gonna go streaming, like that's like the main problem they have to face. Like.
Yeah, it's the infrastructure, man.
Yeah, we're definitely like years away from that. I could definitely like. You guys think like the Xbox Scorpio and PlayStation Neo? What do you guys think? There's gonna be like a PS5? Like,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I do.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, PS5. I don't think it's gonna be another Xbox though.
I don't think they're gonna do a PS5. I think they're just gonna keep iterating on the PS4. Like, cause why?
You think so?
Why reset that big ass what do you call install base of PS4?
Yeah,
why not just keep iterating? Just keep iterating.
But if it's gonna be backwards compatible, then
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing anyway.
Yeah, cause I was thinking that too. I'm just curious to see if like. Are we gonna get a PS5, PS6? But with Xbox, Microsoft already is like trying to make it clear that they're trying to do iterations, not like generations now. But we'll see what happens after the Scorpio. Do you guys think they'll like even with the Xbox Scorpio? Do you think they're gonna name it like Xbox One? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Isn't it still supposed to be Xbox One? Just a more
it's still. But the thing is, like how we got the Xbox One, then you got the Xbox One S. It's probably going to be like it'll probably still have the Xbox One name in it. If it doesn't have the Xbox One name, it's going to be like Xbox something, but I don't think it will be like a number attached.
Because that's what I'm curious. Like, are they gonna? Because that let's keep it real. The Xbox One, like has kind of a bad rep, for the most part, right? So I'm just curious with this new console. Are they gonna like start fresh and bring a new name and kind of market it differently? Or
I'm glad you bring that up.
Xbox One high end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you bring it up because that's exactly what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to, just be real here. No fanboy shit, but it's just the honest truth. The Xbox One has a really bad reputation behind it, right? It has some good stuff going on with it, but it's still people are still talking about all the mistakes they made at the beginning of the generation. I think it would be wise for them to actually just start fresh, and remind people why Xbox was good in the first place, So I think starting fresh from they're not going to call it Scorpio, obviously. It's going to be Xbox something.
Yeah, I don't think it should be one. That's what I'm saying too.
I think Microsoft has a really good chance of actually winning people back again, But this generation, that's it. It's done. There's no coming back from it. So start fresh,
I actually think they're just gonna go back to just plain Xbox, like to kind of drive home the fact that like they're unifying the whole Windows 10 thing. They're just gonna call it Xbox, whether it's Windows 10 or whether it's the console. It doesn't matter. I think they're just gonna call it.
Didn't they do that with some of their like logos? So, like they changed it from like the end of trailers from Xbox One to just Xbox.
They're already doing it in the commercials, so it's like you might as well keep it going.
Because I think it would be a smart move to like kind of sidestep that and just all they have to do is really just market that all the Xbox One games are playable on their new console, and I think it'll be fine. As long as they market it and make it clear that everything moves over. If you want to upgrade, you can. Then.
Oh, speaking of that, I just saw some interview with what's his name, Phil Spencer. He slipped up and said he was like everything is going to be compatible, and then he also said original Xbox. I don't think that's actually been confirmed yet until. He said that. He said original Xbox.
What do you mean,
also.
like OG Xbox?
Yeah, I guess they're gonna be making that backward compatible also. But I don't think he was supposed to say that. I think it just came out and he just kept going.
Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't mean it like that. I don't think like if they really put OG Xbox on the new thing. I think that would be kind of a waste of time. Like, you think people really care to play them original Xbox One games on there?
I mean, they'll have your favorite. What's
Like,
that game?
But
Fusion
I think if
Frenzy.
you're trying to win,
it would be, on the low it would be cool. You know, it would be cool, but I don't.
I think if you're trying to win like mind share back, you do something like that.
It would be a cool little thing to do, but I don't think that's like some like crazy move that they should like really stress out. Like, oh, we're really pushing. Oh, you could play original Xbox games on it. Like, I don't think they should really push that. But if they have the feature, that's cool though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It must not be that hard to do. I mean, for them to like, throw it in there. I'm guessing they already put in all the work with making 360 compatible. It must not be that big of a thing for them to do that. Like, I don't know.
All right, yo. So we gotta talk about this. The PlayStation Neo. I'm hearing some bullshit about it right now. There's gonna be some fucking 2 versions.
Oh
of
boy.
It. So yo, what's up with this shit? Like, take it in. The PS4. Basically, what I heard is that there's gonna be a PlayStation 4 Neo that's gonna drop this year, which is gonna be like 4 teraflops or whatever. Then they're gonna drop a next one next year, which is gonna be 5.5 teraflops. So yo, I think that's so retarded if it goes down like this.
No, this was going on real quick because basically Sony is considering one of 2 options. It's not
right.
Yo, but are you not taking it in? Look, yo, you're dropping one that's we have a more powerful PS4. Then you're gonna make and next year a slightly more powerful.
No. He's saying they're choosing between one of the 2.
They're choosing.
Okay, I see.
We're only gonna get one in the market.
Okay, I see. Yo, because if they're really dropping 2 PS4s like that, I'll be like, yo, that's some dumbass shit, yo, to do, man.
Even though Xbox is kind of doing that.
Not really.
If you got to think about it, because the Xbox One S is slightly upgraded, not too much, then you're going to get another system. Because they were getting a little bit of flack about this. Like, why are you announcing 2 consoles at the same conference, you know? But yeah, with PS4 Neo, we don't know. It's going to be one or the other. Either one's going to be...
Yeah, because it's smart to have, like, the original PS4, then have a high-end. That's what I feel like Microsoft is doing. They're just having like, the Xbox One S, then they're going to have their high-end version. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But, like, it'd be stupid to confuse, like, customers with, like, different, this one's a little bit more powerful than this one. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because the way they're going to market the Neo is going to... I don't think the S is, like, 4K.
Yeah, what you say, Smooth?
I don't think it should confuse anybody or that it will confuse anybody, because if phone companies can get away with it, Apple gets away with it like every year, it's going to be no different. Imagine you're going to walk into a Best Buy, right? And you're going to see 3 different Xboxes at 3 different prices that are complete different prices. Mm-hmm. You're going to have the Xbox that we all have right now at like, maybe $199. You're gonna have the Xbox One S at like, I don't know, whatever, $350, and then that damn Scorpio is gonna be sitting around like $5 something.
Yeah, Microsoft is gonna discontinue that Xbox, so you know.
I don't think so. I mean, it'll be a while before they do it, but for a while.
I don't think they're gonna discontinue it.
Nah, for sure. There's no reason for it. Yo, take it in. There's a 500 gig, right, for $299. Why are they gonna still make the old one?
Well, if it's gonna be like $199,
well, they actually
still make it.
They actually do got to keep it around. I just thought about it.
Why?
No, they don't. I was gonna say because the new one they got no Connect port, but
no, but they have. Don't you get a?
You do.
Free adapter, yeah.
Oh yeah. It ain't a reason for them to make that then.
So there's no reason for the fat, ugly Xbox One. Why don't they just stick with the slim one? As soon as that one drops, the 500 gig, then just don't produce no more of the old one. That's what makes sense to me. So there's only 2 in stores. They have different models of the S and the Scorpio. I think that would be smart instead of having 3 different. That's what I think.
They're gonna
by the time the Scorpio. Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's cheaper to produce the S, so that's why they're gonna drop.
So yeah, I think they're gonna drop. Like as soon as the store shelf of the old ones go, I don't think they're gonna continue it. And just sell the S, you might as well. It looks better, has more features, so why not just continue just selling the S?
Oh, you saying continue production on the original one?
Yeah. That's
I thought you meant like completely take it off the shelf.
Not like take it off the shelf, but like
let it sell out.
They won't make it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Smooth. You think they're gonna continue production on the original Xbox that we have in our houses? Oh, is he gone?
I mean, it depends on how it performs. I think the larger Xbox that we have is going to stick around at least until the Scorpio gets here. Mm-hmm. But I think honestly, they really want a tier system, and they're going to have 3 tiers. which the Xbox we got all now is base. The Xbox One S is slightly upgraded with being the only console to have like a 4K player in it. You know what I mean? That's going to, for a while, that's going to be the only console on the market that has that. And then you're going to have that's cosmetic upgrade, and then the Scorpio is going to be a performance upgrade. So I think they're trying to keep a tier system.
Right, because you're gonna have people that's not gonna care about a 4K Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
Okay? So.
All right, yo. So I also want to touch on this because I know some people are confused about this. I was a little confused about this too when Phil Spencer said, like, you know, what did he exactly say? He's saying something about the Scorpio, like the Scorpio games will be just like a resolution bump. Like people ask like if frame rates will improve, but like he wasn't really clear on that. So does anyone know about this?
Well,
I
when
think
he said,
I think he misspoke, but
when he said like it won't benefit you unless you have a 4K TV.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, like I thought if I bought a Scorpio, right, and I'm playing on a 1080p TV, at least the games will look better. Like as in, you know, on PC you have like better textures, right? If you on higher settings, you know what I'm saying? Better lighting, better shadows, better frame rates. So how he said it made it seem like the Scorpio versions will just be in 4K. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, they don't want to like go too far ahead. You know what I mean? Like they still want to have some kind of parity. They don't want people that bought the Xbox One to feel like shit, we got left behind. You know, so I think you may see a little bit of a graphical upgrade, but not too much. It's kind of like what Sony said they're gonna do. They said that the games are kind of gonna be the same, just a little bit better, a little bit more stable. You know, it's a hard bridge to cross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you want people to feel justified buying the new console, but at the same time, you don't want the people who have the weaker console to feel like they got left behind, you know.
Because
go ahead.
The issue is that they can make enough changes, but none of those changes cannot affect performance of the actual game, because these games have to be like, it should be to the point where, all right, the Scorpio has to treat that Xbox One game as an Xbox One game, whether it's going to be up-resed or not, as if, because it has to be the same game that you're going to be playing. Like, say if me and you wanted to play Gears of War with each other, it's not like
Yo, you bought him, bro.
Yeah. I'll jump in real quick because I think I know what we were going to say. Basically, you know, I think Sony said this too. Where basically, let's say you're playing a game online, right? Mm-hmm. The Scorpio could technically play at 60 frames a second, but that's going to give the people on that platform.
So why upgrade then? That's my question.
They're going to get better visuals.
Yeah, it's just for 4K. It's really for 4K people.
Yeah, but yo, you guys don't. Yeah, then people don't really know what like resolution really is, man. Basically, resolution. From my understanding and gaming on my PC, basically your image is just mad sharper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pixel density, but that doesn't really improve. Like when your game's in 4K, it doesn't improve textures unless your textures are like 4K textures and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a sexy word, so they know like, people are gonna gravitate towards that.
The Scorpio and the Neo, at the end of the day, they are mainly for VR. And they not gonna come out and say that because they know everybody ain't rocking with VR like that. But if they could say, oh, you could play 4K content with this system, it'll make it more appealing for people to buy. But from what I'm hearing is, you know, all these extra teraflops and all this other jiggy shit, it's just for fucking, it's just for VR. You know what I mean?
Yo, because like I'm really taking like if you're playing an old ass game and you're playing it in a 4K, like it doesn't mean like the textures, the shadows, all of like, you know, what makes a game beautiful is gonna like just be there. So that's what I'm trying to understand why this push for 4K. So if the Xbox Scorpio is just Xbox One games, they look exactly the same, textures are the same, but just the resolution are sharp as shit in 4K, and it's still playing at 30 frames. Like me personally, I wouldn't upgrade. Like that's not what I want. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for the PC people here, right? So obviously you got people with high-end PCs that can run 4K, 60 frames a second, and then obviously you got people with lower-end PCs that run, you know, 1080p, 30 frames a second. So how do they do online between those two? I'm sure they'll do the same thing, right?
Yeah, you play, bro. You just don't have that advantage. That's how PC, from my understanding, that's how PC gaming goes. When I play multiplayer, some guy could probably be playing in 40 frames, right? I could be playing at 144. You know what I'm saying? frames per second, and we all be playing together. There's no like separation. You know what I'm saying?
So is your reaction time actually faster, or is there something that they do with the net code to kind of mitigate that difference?
I think is I think they just leave everyone to fend for themselves on the PC. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if that's the real upgrade we're getting out of these new consoles, it's kind of a waste, man. I just rather have a generation change where we're getting like better games, like higher quality games. You know what I'm saying? If it's just gonna be a resolution upgrade, tell you the truth, I had a 4K monitor, and the hype is a little bit overhyped, especially if you're on a monitor, which is very small. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have a big ass.
Yeah, I'll give people advice right now from my experience. If you're going for 4K, make sure it's not a monitor. That's a waste of money.
You need a big ass TV.
Get a TV. Get it like a big TV. That's when you're really gonna notice. Like,
what is it, like 4,000 more, 4 times more pixels or something?
Yeah, exactly.
What you're gaming on, if you have it on a TV, which is like a 55-inch, 47-inch, it's much better than on a monitor. Like, if you're on a monitor, I'm telling you, your distance, it's not even worth the performance drop. It's not worth the performance drop that you're getting. Just go get a 1440p monitor, and you're going to have that sweet spot. It's going to be crystal clear image, and you're going to get really good performance if your PC's capable. So I don't really understand this 4K hype, tell you the truth. These consoles were honestly just giving me better looking 1080p games at 60 frames. I'm laughing.
That's exactly what I want them to focus on 1080p 60 more than the 4K.
Because these guys don't even have 1080p 60 down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
get that straight. Get that straight first.
Yeah, guys don't even have like high quality 1080p 60 frames per second games with like amazing textures, amazing lighting. You guys are hopping on a 4K vibe right now. Like, come on.
It's gonna be the same thing over again. It's gonna be 4K, and then
it's gonna be 4K.
Or hit 30 exactly, or something like that.
To be fair to Phil, I think he said that in an interview. Also, he said the extra teraflops and extra power is up to the devs to use at their discretion. So they don't have to do 4K, but now they can. You know what I mean?
They're gonna be pushing for that though. The publishers will be pushing for that 4K.
True.
But that's like a buzzword to put on the box, like, oh, you can run this at 4K.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm telling you the truth, the 4K right now is kind of a gimmick. Tell you right now. Yeah, I know how 4K looks. I seen it with my eyes. It's clean, but it's nothing that like so 1080p with some like high anti-aliasing can do. You know what I'm saying?
You brought up a good point though, because me personally, like I game on a 32-inch TV. I'm really not. I really don't like playing games on big ass TVs. And like you said, to run 4K and actually see the difference, you're gonna have to have like a 50-60-inch fucking TV.
I'm telling you, for sure, man.
I can't do that, bro.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I'm telling you, if you're using like a 27-inch monitor, I know 4K is I'm telling you, it's not worth the performance drops that you be getting, Like, it's not even worth it. So that's my whole take on this, man. I feel like if these consoles are really just targeting 4K 30, it's gonna look the same games, but just the resolution. Cause like to run a game at 4K, even steady 30, it takes a lot of juice, You know what I'm saying? So all that power that they're putting into these consoles could just be to get the resolution to 4K, because I could believe that, because I've seen that with my PC, with my two 980s. I'm struggling playing like Dying Light, in 4K when I had the monitor for a short period of time. So maybe the upgrade for the Xbox Scorpio is just to get the resolution up to 4K. So I'm just I'd rather have like I said, better textures, better lighting, and smoother frames any day. Because there's a lot more to gaming in general, just in how sharp the image is. As long as it's not 720p, we all can agree that's ugly. But but if it's 1080p with really high, good anti-aliasing, real high textures and stuff, that's what I really want.
60 frames or
and
something
that's 60
like that.
frames, trust me. Trust me,
bro. When they trying to get these games to 4K or whatever, them textures on those games are gonna be fucking awful, dog.
Yeah, because you know that they can't crank it up high. No matter how 6 teraflops or not, that's still not even with the 1080s. Take it in with the 1080s. If you look at these benchmarks from Digital Foundry,
the Ultra setup.
if you look at Ultra, 1080s even still are not like ideal, like the ideal performance, because you want to play at a high at least, and you want to play that ultra. Nah, what am I saying? Like at least 60 frames per second. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I recently actually bought a 1080, if some of you guys don't know, so I already know how the performance goes on it. So even like 4K is still, you know, a bit away for like serious 4K gaming at 60 frames.
Yeah.
What resolution are you gaming at?
Yeah, right now I'm playing at 1440p, still maxed out everything, and my card is doing pretty good still.
What the hell? The consoles is skipping over that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
1440p,
bro. Like 1440p, they got 2K out. Like, they just not even trying to do none of this
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. They be skipping to 4K, 4K ready, yo.
4K is the new sexy word, so they're gonna jump all over.
I'm telling you, yo, when these games come out at 4K resolution native, the frame rates are gonna be ugly, yo. I'm putting it down right now. It's either that the games are gonna suffer, like the games could be much more prettier with, you know, better light and shadows, textures, but they're definitely gonna suffer because they're trying to really push this 4K. It definitely will suffer, and the frame rate definitely will be low. 6 teraflops or not, trust me, that's still not crushing no 4K.
Especially the Neo,
running at clean,
4.2. 4.2.
You know what's gonna be funny though? I can't wait till this Scorpio come out. People be like, "Oh well, you know, it runs all these indie games in 4K 60 frames." Like, indie games gonna be important to people. Then, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that.
Jack Move gonna be like, "I told you."
Like I could see, like, you know, like racing games and, you know, platformers, fighting games in 4K, and it will run real nice. But yo, the next GTA, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no 4K. No way. No way. The scope and the size of that game, no way is running that 4K like anything like with good frame rates. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. We're not ready for that. So I don't know why the crazy push for that, yo. All right, so yo, the VR, man. I haven't tried it. I know Kay's tried it, or Falls tried it. Is anyone here tried VR besides Falls?
I want to. It's the closest demo is like an hour and a half.
You tried it?
Yeah, I've tried VR.
Yo, is it the next big thing, man? Cause yo, everyone who is a non-believer, I've seen this recently on Twitter a lot. Everyone who's not a non-believer tried it out and be like, "Yo, this could be the next big thing."
Nah, son, no, get out of here with that, man.
Are they fronting? Are they hyping right now?
They're hyping, son. Like, okay, I was one of those guys that was very, very skeptical about VR. Right. The first time I tried it was last year at a 505 event. You know, I was checking out. It was a drift, right, in VR. Now, okay, don't get me wrong, it was cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was cool and all, but at the same time, I'm like, do I really, like, you know, come home at the end of the day, put this fucking thing on my head? You know, I don't want to do that. And then this year, when I went to E3, I checked out some, you know, VR games, and the same thing. It's like, okay,
which headset was it?
The one I tried was the Oculus, because the PlayStation line was all filled up. I didn't get to try that one.
Okay, see, you played one of them. I don't even want to get into my whole social justice warriors rant, but you played some social justice dude's game. It's probably trash. All you do is float around, right?
I played a dinosaur game, dude.
Oh, okay. I was just talking about Adrift. What do you do in that game? You just float around and look at stuff, right?
Yeah, well, actually, Adrift is an interesting game because you guys know Adam Orth, right? The whole, you know, hashtag.
Yeah.
What they got.
Yeah, that guy.
He created that game, and the whole game is an allegory to what happened to him. Like, basically, you're on a space station, it's all destroyed, and you got to try to, put the pieces back together. That's an allegory to his life. He fucked up, and he was trying to fix things, you know? So I thought that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, but my thing with VR, like, okay, I understand the appeal of it, but at the same time, you know, I'm used to gaming the way it is now. I sit in front of my TV with my controller, play my games, and that's it. You know, I'm not really into this whole.
Bro, but how immersive was it?
It was immersive. You know what I mean?
Immersive.
It was. Yeah, I mean, it was immersive in the fact that you can't see anything outside of, like, you know, whatever's in front of you, right? But you know, again, to me, it's just a gimmick. Maybe I'm just fucking old. I don't know, but to me,
like I gotta try it for myself on the low, yo. Like I could cop a HTC Vive, but just to pull the trigger right now, I don't see the games are there right now.
Ain't no games right now, son.
Yeah, right now the games. It doesn't seem like the games are there right now for me to invest like $1,000. Because over here it's gonna cost me like $1,200, right? And I don't see the games there really just to play a couple of, you know, titles just to go, you know, go around in a roller coaster, some foolishness, fly as a bird or some shit. Like, yo, I ain't trying to spend $1,200 just for that. You know what I'm saying? Like the tech, yo, honestly, the tech like intrigues me, and I'm definitely interested to see like what's up. but I don't know, man. I'm still kind of iffy on it. I definitely want to like pass by a Best Buy when they got like the station so I could try out PSVR. But a lot of people are telling me that PSVR is gonna have the games, man, instead of like Oculus or Vive, because they got, Sony's gonna put their first party studios on it. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, that Resident Evil. Oh my
they got
God.
exactly Resident Evil. They got
I can't wait for that.
Because you already know that Sony's gonna have is gonna have more exclusives on the PlayStation VR, because they're gonna definitely push it. So you guys think it's a smash out of the gate, or
no? It's gonna take, if it's gonna do anything, it's gonna come out. It's gonna have its small following, but I think over time it might get better, because I think the experiences are gonna evolve into things like sports events. It might jump into things like movies and stuff like that too. So I mean,
on the low, like this first iteration might not be the one that's popping, but maybe after like 2 more iterations, when it gets smaller, less wires and shit, then that's when it actually might be,
yeah, and devs get more time.
You bring up a really good point though. You said like this could be good for sports or whatever. I think that's what the cool thing about VR is, like, maybe right now it's not good for games, but it is good for like other things outside of it. Like, let's say like training purposes. Let's say you want to be a doctor, right? You could actually learn how to do surgery on a patient virtually, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a lot of cool applications outside of just gaming, So I think the technology is good. It's just for gaming right now, it's not there.
It's not there yet.
Yeah. It probably also needs like a couple more, like I said, a couple more iterations before it's there, before it's good.
I'm also thinking about stuff like with NASA, and like if they could emulate other like planets and stuff like that you can go into with the headset.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like a whole bunch of cool applications that you could mess around with. But Jack, what do you think about PSVR? Is something that you're interested in, man?
I don't know, bro. It's like y'all say, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can't rock with it, man, because like I just don't, bro. I'm kind of speechless, because I think it's gonna flop, I hope it don't flop. I think it is. The games are cool, but at the same time, they ain't really games, you know what I'm saying? Like the Batman game, quote unquote, apparently it's an hour and a half. You looking around and shit, like,
I feel like it's gonna have that the original Wii effect. You know how it's just a bunch of mini games and real games, like that could be the killer for like VR. Like, but then again, they suggest like you don't play for long too. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, I don't know what's going on, I don't really know what's going on with this product. Like, for it honestly to be like, to get in people's houses, it has to be cheap, and like, end of story, it has to be like affordable. Right now, on the PC realm, VR is not affordable to like the average. And on the console, on the PlayStation, is a little bit better, right? But it's still it's still a little bit pricey to hop,
They're gonna have to give you some games with that goddamn VR bundle. They're gonna have to, because
like real,
the $3.99 one, it doesn't come with any games on it.
Yeah, they need to rectify that.
Yeah, they really need to push software on it if they're gonna like really sell. Because really, right now, I'm not really sold on the software. I kind of seen like, what was it? Rigs, that looks cool. Yeah, what else looks a little cool?
Resident Evil VR, I'm interested in.
I ain't feeling to have a heart attack. So.
That's why I need that.
Yeah, I ain't feeling to have a heart attack. On the low, the fact that like, if they're really gonna make it first person like that, like some PT type shit, I ain't putting that shit on.
I would legit Kofi, no shame, son. I put that shit on, man. 5 minutes. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I eventually beat the demo, but I played it in little increments, because I knew what's coming. That shit scared the fuck out of me, son.
Because like I already hate horror games that don't give you a gun to defend yourself. The fact that I'm in a VR strapped on my head, shit's gonna pop up.
That's lovely to me. I love.
That game needs to come with a pair of diapers, son.
I actually read an article on some girl trying PSVR. I don't know if you guys read it or heard about this. Like, she was playing VR, right? And she had, one of her complaints is like, you're too detached. Like someone touched her on the shoulder and she like instantly panicking and shit. So
you don't do that.
Can you imagine like just playing like even not playing a scary game, but just playing like a normal game, right? And you have your headphones in. You're in this world, you're focused on it, and like, your brother or someone busting your room and they start touching you on your shoulder, you're gonna flip, So that shit has me a little bummy.
Your fucking cat touches your leg.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this VR shit, like this whole realm that like oh man, I'm totally immersed in this game. It's kind of different, you know. It's kind of different.
It'll be a lot of experiences coming out the gate. I just hope that people stick with it because I think the potential is there. But it's gonna be tough because people gonna look at it like, oh, these little mini games. They're gonna be like PlayStation 2.0, and they're like, hell no, I'm done with it. And then developers gonna be like, well, nobody's buying it, so we out.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be like the first Connect. It's like it's gonna do okay, but it's just gonna kind of like, you know.
Yo, it's definitely gonna be interesting, like in the next coming months when it drops. Like I'm really interested to see, cause like Oculus came out and like we don't really hear too much about, you know, Vive and Oculus. To tell you the truth, we don't really hear, like they're out now, but like no one's really talking.
Yeah, they ain't got
about
no
it,
fucking
buzz, nothing. Like so when PlayStation drops, this is on the console front, and you know Sony's gonna definitely push. I'm curious to see how, like, you know, the masses really, you know, adopt to it. You know.
I do need to say this though. Let's just be honest though. Look at Sony's history of hardware. You should be worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Move. Look at the fucking
Yo, fam, you don't gotta tell me twice. Yo, I swear to you guys, I've copped every Sony peripheral and every single peripheral I copped.
Me too.
I copped Move day one, regret it.
Yeah, so you guys already know, man.
I got that what's it called? 3D TV shit.
Oh man, Kofi, son, they got you.
You got the 3D TV?
Yeah,
fam, I bought that day one too, so that shit was like $5 or some shit like that. Over here in Canada, that shit was like $5. They got me.
They couldn't pay me for 3D. Hell no.
Yo, fam, I got into the hype. I got the TV. I got that motor storm. I'm like, oh shit, put on the glasses for 1-2 days and dropped it. I'm like, fuck, man.
I used to wear glasses, so like having to put glasses over glasses, I was done right there.
Oh yeah, that's
So I already learned my lesson about like jumping into like peripherals day one. So that's why I'm just taking a seat back, trying to watch what's going on, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah, cause the VR is definitely, even on Sony's front, it's gonna be a hard sell, yo. It's definitely gonna be a hard
harder
sell.
than Move because you can't explain VR. You have to like actually experience it for yourself.
Yeah, and dudes be hyping cause like shit sold out the gate. Of course, niggas are gonna like jump out off the gate and buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Pre-orders.
Like, those day one mans, like I wouldn't use that to judge the success of the the peripheral just yet. Like let it drop, let it hold down for a couple of months, and let's see how what's really popping with it.
Talking about it and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are having a hard time separating like what they think is going to happen with PSVR and whether VR as a whole is going to be successful. Like VR is happening. Like that's going to happen. Like it's going to be like a thing. Like, and I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, I didn't like my experience with this one game.
He's a true believer out here.
Nah, man. Like
I hear him.
It's
a lot of opportunities for VR around.
Yeah, I hear you. Like I said, that I'm not even one of those guys bashing it. I think the idea itself is cool, but I just gotta see like how practical it is, and those kind of games that they have.
You know the problem? The main two problems VR is gonna have. Casual, it is gonna have. Well, not casual, but like the things that a lot of like quote unquote hardcore gamers like, it's not gonna have that. It's not gonna have in-depth gaming experiences, and it's not gonna have good graphics. And people, the same thing with indie titles. People don't like to play. First of all, they don't like short games. They claim they don't like short games, but they don't even beat short games. But you can go figure it out. And they don't like games with mediocre graphics. So that's gonna be two hurdles out the gate they gotta overcome. So I don't know.
Jack, did you see that Farpoint?
Farpoint. I like what I saw from that.
Yeah, I saw
that. Was that the space? The
first person.
Yeah. It was like
Mass Effect looking.
Yo, I won't lie. The PlayStation experience, like games that they did show, I think that's the only one that kind of looked like gameplay. Actually, that one looked much better than the last showing. Cause what did they show last time? Fez, Rez. Oh my lord, that shit looked like
golf.
Yo, if they're really trying to sell me on the console, I was like bashing this shit. People are trying to get at me and like saying like I'm hating. I'm like, yo, are you guys not seeing what it is? Like right now, I got that third eye open looking at the gimmicks here. I fell for this shit too much times, yo. So yo, I seen the $100 but I'm like, yo, that shit's not lasting. I seen the Rez, Fez, whatever that shit, it ain't lasting. Work simulator, not interested.
Yeah, get that garbage out.
Yo, so if this is the real selling point that they're really trying to capture man's on VR, yo, I'm not buying.
It's gonna have a lot of shovelware. That's just territory.
Yeah.
I just think that, like, if you're trying to sell something, you can't really show stuff like that because people gonna look at it like Move 2.0, like we were just saying. So, like, when they showed at E3, when they showed like Farpoint announced the Batman experience thing, like, I think that's the kind of stuff you gotta show, rigs and things like that.
Yeah,
because
they gotta show like, I don't know why they haven't like came on stage and showed like GT on VR. I feel like those are the games that you should demo, like GT,
exactly.
Sport, big game, right? Farpoint looked cool. Resident Evil, also a great idea to show off, VR. But I don't know. I think the mini game shit and that shit that they were playing like frisbee and shit, that's a big no to like come out and like show mans because
aren't they making Drive Club VR?
I heard that too. Like those are the games that, like what I'm saying, like I feel like those are the games that should be at the forefront of all the attention. Like especially like GT Sport should be a big push, like a racing game in VR where you could turn your head.
And it's coming out this year.
I think they should show stuff like that, but at the same time, that's not a typical experience you're gonna have on VR. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like 1 or 2 great games, and then the rest of them are gonna be robot golf and tap dancing simulator. So you gonna have whatever the fuck the games are called, but you just gotta get used to shit like that. You know what I mean?
Tap dance.
Yo, Smooth, you've been quiet on the VR subject. You interested if Xbox Scorpio gets VR support or something? Or is he gone?
I mean, I haven't really been interested in like the VR. Like I play around with like the VRs and like the mobile stores and stuff like that to see what it is. But I guess that's not like the best example. But no, there's not really. I mean, it'll be something I try. It won't be anything I invest in or buy unless they're giving it to me for free or something.
Yeah. So let's say if the Scorpio came with like a partnership with Oculus. Would you consider a bundle like that to like buy?
No. The thing is, that's the thing about Scorpio. It will run both. It will support both Oculus and the Vive, which is insane. But I don't think. It wouldn't entice me to buy one of the headsets.
Okay. All right, yo. So that's good VR talk, yo. I wanna talk a little bit about the Nintendo NX, guys.
Oh God.
Yo, cause I really want to know, is this Nintendo's last chance? Do you guys really think this is like Nintendo's last chance?
And the hardware.
So, yo, as hardware as for consoles, where consoles go, do you honestly think this is Nintendo's last chance?
Without a doubt.
And this is coming from the retro gaming dude. Like, this is it.
Can I go off on a tangent real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, let me just put it out there like this. Now, Nintendo still does make a profit, but year after year, their profit margin is dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and people always love to say, now I've said this before, people love to say, oh, Nintendo can lose money for the next 72 years.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
When you got buildings and R&D and research costs and employees, you cannot continue to take these type of hits, people. So, with all that being said, if the NX comes out and it's a failure, Nintendo gonna have to go third party, or they just gonna have to stop making games altogether. Like, it ain't no way around it.
Third party is the way they need to go.
Yeah. Okay.
I want the NX to be a success, though.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know why they hate for Nintendo. Like, if you really know me, like, yo, I actually do enjoy their first party IPs, like the OG games. It just brings me back to like old memories when I used to run this back in the day. Like their IPs are actually, like, their good ones are actually not bad. I enjoy the like the Mario Galaxies and the Mario 64s and the Mario Karts. I actually think those games are actually really dope, and I feel like they're needed in the industry some way. But this NX, man, like, I'm thinking, if this does Wii U numbers,
it's over.
I think that Nintendo is actually gonna like start putting games on other platforms. What do you guys think? Do you think this is it, or you think there's if this fails, the NX fails, whatever it is, do you think they'll try again with another console?
No.
Man, Nintendo needs to go fucking third party, son. They need to stop with the bullshit and just go third party, right? You know how much money they would make going third party? It's not like, because people would like to bring up, oh, look what happened to Sega. Sega didn't have any IPs, really, man. They're like,
Nintendo got beloved IPs.
They're different. You can't really compare Sega to Nintendo like that, because Nintendo really got the classics.
Imagine playing Legend of Zelda on Xbox or PlayStation. People would eat that shit up, son.
There's no doubt about it that like the games will sell way more better if like Mario Kart or Smash was a multi-platform on PC on everything.
Bruh, like a new Metroid on Scorpio, bro. Like, come on, man.
Like people have said, like, Nintendo's biggest drawbacks is themselves, their hardware.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I want Nintendo to do good. I really do. But like, you know what's crazy about Nintendo? Besides the Wii, every console they come out with sells worse than the console.
Yeah, it's been
before.
declining.
Yeah.
It's been declining.
So with that being the way it is, we looking at the fucking NX selling like 8 to 10 million units, and that is
Damn.
But take it in. Like, this is what I hear. I want to get your guys' take. I don't know if I talked about this already, but whatever. This is what I think. Do you guys think if Nintendo made a console exactly like the PlayStation 4 would be a success? I think no. I still think it won't be a success. What do you guys think?
Because they're not gonna get the online part right.
It's not even that.
That's true too. Yeah.
I feel like it's not even that. I feel like, it's kind of too late. I think they're stuck in their realm, like their realm of like as in like a secondary type console or a console catered for a certain group. I think they're stuck in that because look, people already invested so much in the PlayStation 3, right? The Xbox 360, and now how everything is going, where everything just transfers over. I can't see, someone dropping like their Xbox One or the Xbox ecosystem with their friends or the PlayStation ecosystem with all their trophies and all their downloadable digital games just to go buy the NX, even if it's traditional, right? Even if it has achievements, even if it has multiplayer. Because I feel like I think Nintendo knows this too. That's why they're always relying on a type of a fad or a gimmick to sell their product, because they know they can't compete with Sony and Microsoft right now. I feel like right now it's too late for them. Like, I keep on hearing people say, all they need to do is make a traditional controller and make a powerful console, and that's it. That's done for them. I feel like the problems will still be there. You know what I'm saying?
I think that'll help though. Like, it'll help. I think they have to also focus on coming with the IPs, because you're gonna have to give people a reason to buy this box. And if it's gonna be the people that complained about the last one being a weak system and a fad controller, then you have to give them that also with these games that are gonna separate them from PlayStation and Xbox.
But taking the Wii U, they have a handful of good IPs with the Smash, Mario Kart, but it still couldn't resonate and grab people. So why? Okay, someone tell me why the Wii U didn't grab people. Someone
it was that fucking gamepad. Simple as that.
Yeah, that bullshit.
You guys really think because of the controller why the masses didn't buy it? That's why.
That's the thing. I don't buy Nintendo. That's the main reason I don't buy Nintendo. These fucking gimmicky controllers. If they had a regular controller,
I think they marketed it wrong.
I feel like even if it didn't have, like, it launched with the Wii U the exact same way it is. It launched with a Pro controller. I feel like it would be in the same position.
I don't think so. No, because the gamepad, the gamepad is the equivalent of the Kinect or the Move. It directly messed up that console because, first of all, no games actually utilize the gamepad correctly. From my knowledge, no game really just utilized the gamepad.
Yeah, it was
always for Mario Maker.
I have a Wii U. It was always for inventory or using a map or some shit like
that. Mario Maker is the only game that use it right. That should have came out at launch.
But that's the thing about the gamepad, that it gimps the games because they have to run on the gamepad as well.
I don't think it works like that, bro. I think it's just there's just a type of device that streams it on.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, I think it gimps like the actual games too, though.
Mm-hmm. And
I heard that too, like with that Star Fox game.
It gimped that.
No, but I heard with the Star Fox that was a fucking original original Wii game, and they just ported. That's why it looks so trashy. That's what I'm pretty sure it is. Star Fox Zero was designed for the original Wii, but never came out. That's why it looks mad shit. You guys check it out. I read something about that.
And they had to make it 120 frames too, because they had to run 60 on the gamepad as well. So
So you guys really think the gamepad was the cause of the Wii U's failure? You guys really think?
And it would have been a lot less expensive if it didn't have that.
It would have been cheaper. Yep. And they didn't sell. What else was I saying? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say for me it was also the lack of the variety of IP. Like, I know you said like Smash Bros and Kart, but that's to me that's the same shit. Like over and over again.
There's no excuses. The Wii U barely gets games, in a year. Like, it gets just a handful of games. But people throw around and say, if there was third-party multi-plats on Wii or Wii U would do so good. Like, really, if The Witcher 3, even if it was able to run on the Wii U, you think honestly it would sell? I don't think no one would buy it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys get me, yo. I don't know, man.
It's just the perception that Nintendo has as far as games like that go, because people view them as like, you know, it's a kiddie system, shit like that. I'm telling you, man,
the truth is, it is what it is. Right now, I know why people hate hearing that. Like right now, Nintendo and their console and their products more like are catered for the younger audience. It is what it is. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, it's catered to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like the family man or the family, you know, your get together type system, because that's like, tell you the truth, when I'm together with like family and friends, like probably the Wii is like the only shit that we play, you know. But when it comes to like getting down playing anything serious, no one wants a game on, you know, the Wii U, or you know what I'm trying to say, yo.
Yeah.
So I feel like if the CODs, the Maddens, the 2Ks, all of those are available on Wii U today, I don't think it wouldn't have really affected it. Because look at the few multiplats, real quick. Look at the few multiplats that did come out on the, you know, Wii U. Like, they did horrible. So what do you guys think?
Hey, you know what's crazy about that though? Like, I think Bond might have did a video about this. Well, we all know Bond fucking hate Nintendo, but he made a good point. Nintendo has never really created a new fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got
the same old guys. Yeah,
it's the same. And diehard Nintendo fans, those are people that's buying Nintendo consoles. They don't like games that are not published by Nintendo or made by Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime they see an Assassin's Creed or a Madden, they like fuck that shit off the rip. You know what I'm saying? And they automatically assume like,
that's what I'm saying. So like, yo, Jack, let me ask even you, what would take you for you to drop your PlayStation, the ecosystem, to go on the NX, even if the games ran better, and think what would make you drop it? Even if they ran the same, what would make you drop your PlayStation 4 and all the your time invested in it to jump to, you know, an NX? Well, you know.
You know what's crazy about that? Like, I don't know if y'all know this. Like, I've said this on video before, but I've owned every Nintendo system except the Wii U. So like, they wouldn't even have to do much for me to even fuck with. Really, bro, it's the gamepad, bro. If they get rid of the gamepad and these fucking Amiibos,
I hear you use your Nintendo as a kind of a secondary console, right? Like when you had it, right? Yeah. So what would it make it for you to get your multi-plat on Nintendo?
Honestly,
multi-plats on Nintendo.
Yeah. What would make you buy your multiplats on Nintendo?
When I had my GameCube, I actually used to buy multiplats on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've always like split my time up between the consoles. I just stopped this gen. All
right, how about you, Tony? Yo, what would make you drop your primary platform to like hop on a Nintendo console? It's like, oh, this is where I play most of my games. What would they need to do? Like,
that's not happening.
Will it ever happen? That's what I'm saying. Will it ever happen? Would you even notice?
Nintendo will always be relegated as a secondary console, and that's not a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah, that ain't bad either. Yeah.
See, the question to me is, what will get you to buy a Nintendo console? Period. Just like my man Jack said, a regular ass controller. You give me that, I will jump on Nintendo right away. But as a primary console, no.
You know Nintendo came out and said that too, right? Because they got this thing called, I guess it's called a Blue Ocean strategy, and they was we're a great. They came out and said we're a great secondary console. You know, we're not trying to compete with Microsoft and that's one of their main issues too. They need to start fucking competing.
I agree.
Like I said, my whole point I'm trying to point out, I feel like they've been in this realm like where they're at for too long. Everybody already knows, yo, if we want the real games, we want them blockbuster, them multiplats, them crazy online experience, you have to go Xbox or PlayStation. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like they've been in that realm way too long.
Yeah. I feel like
since 64, really, like the 64 didn't really wasn't killing it. You know what I'm saying? So look how behind they are. How they gonna just drop a console and automatically jump to the forefront and compete with Microsoft and Sony? It's not happening. It's not happening.
I feel like one mistake that they're making that they haven't that nobody on here has really mentioned yet is like Jack was saying, like how each successive console sells less and less, right? Like, so you got these franchises that like mean a lot to a certain group of people. Like each new generation of kids, they're like who the heck is Mario? Like, who the heck is like all these people? Like, they don't have like TV shows, they don't have like phone apps with like their characters. You know what I'm saying? So that's why less and less people of this younger generation are caring about Nintendo consoles. Like it's like I used to see people like little kids playing DSs. Now it's just people are just holding the phone sideways.
They haven't evolved with the fan bases.
Yo, fam, like, yo, I have a niece nephew, man. All they do is walk around with their tablets. They don't even
No.
think about no Nintendo, no Nintendo.
Most-
Like, there's no cartoons with Nintendo. There's nothing. Like, how do these kids know about their franchises, their IP? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because I actually want Nintendo to come out and do a normal controller like everyone's saying, and I bet you that like it won't do as maybe if the console's good and has the game. In the end of the day, it always comes down to software, right? In the end of the day, software can save anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I feel like that's why I genuinely believe that, like, software can save anything. But if they support,
I don't know. It didn't save the.
You gotta market it right, though, man.
Dreamcast, man. Dreamcast came with that fire, and they still flop.
Dreamcast dropped it.
Bad example, fam. Bad example. Take it in why
you
Dreamcast
say?
flop. Cause you could freaking burnt the games right off the flip. You didn't know mod
Yeah, you
shit,
can hack.
You could have just burnt the games right off the gate.
I know, but that's what I was saying. Like,
That's
as
what I'm
good
saying.
as the software was, it didn't save it.
Because Maz, that was an era where Maz were just ripping shit from DVDs. So that was a bad time for the Dreamcast to come out like that. So I don't feel like that's a good example to really use, like, Dreamcast. Yeah, obviously I had a Dreamcast. I know the Dreamcast was.
Me too.
Amazing.
Yeah, the Dreamcast was flame. But I feel like, because I can't even lie to you. I wasn't really buying the games because I was still like a younger man, but I can't even lie. My brother burnt a 1-2 game on him, So I already know that was probably a big issue with the Sega Dreamcast. But yeah, man. So, like, Nintendo's in an interesting position that I feel like they can't get themselves out of, and I believe like they know this. I feel like they know this. That's why they're always trying to have a new selling point for you to buy their new console. They're always trying to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Out of the norm. Maybe they could hit lightning in a bottle.
I wonder what this gimmick could be. Like, it's like they've done everything. Like, everybody else is already doing VR.
It's gonna be.
What could it be?
No, well,
I
I know
know they're doing something though.
the gimmick.
What about the hybrid console?
Yeah, that's gonna be the gimmick. And
I'm cool with that. Like,
I'm not.
Why?
Because you know what?
Games.
Affect the power.
It's gonna gimp the fucking games. Cause, bro, I'm telling you, NX games are gonna look fucking terrible graphically. If it's gonna have it to where you can remotely play these games on and they not doing remote play like the Vita and the PS4, them games are gonna look bad, dog. I could just see it happening.
Yeah, like, I'm really curious how they're gonna try and catch people. Like, they already know they need something. Cause I believe, like, if they believe, we just made a traditional console, like, there's already enough of them. The Xbox and PlayStation are already doing what people want. You know what I'm saying? And people have them. They're already investing their time. So if they just make another traditional console, maybe a few more people might pick it up for a secondary console. But I feel like for them to get in that position as they once were with, like, Nintendo Entertainment System, as like, that's your primary console, I don't think they'll ever be there anymore. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy though?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell y'all why Nintendo is in trouble, right? Cause not only do, like, us regular, we don't really fuck with Nintendo like that, but their own fans don't even really fuck with them. Like, anytime I talk to a Nintendo fan about what they're excited about, they say some dumb shit like, they're making movies and they got material. I'm like, that's cool, but what games are you about to play, bro? Like, I can't.
I said it before. Amiibos, I know people like them, so some people like, but I feel like that's what's killing Nintendo's franchises right now. You know why I say this? Look what happened the past E3 with Amiibo Festival, Animal Crossing.
Trash.
Take it in. The fact that they know that these things sell a lot, right? What they're gonna do? They're gonna build their games around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's the problem.
And they dipping into the mobile market
Mario
too.
Party, now they're gonna build, and you already know the NX is gonna have Amiibo support, so that's already kind of has. You already know the NX is gonna have Amiibo support. You already know that.
They make too much money off Amiibo.
So my point is saying, like, I feel like Amiibo is gonna be what's killing these games, because you already know that they're gonna develop the games. Okay, now we're gonna have to do something interesting with these little figures. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe now people have to get these figures to unlock shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, like, if they wanted to do a toy line, they should have just did a toy line separate from the game inside. I don't like how they're mixing, because you already know it's gonna affect the games. You already know. because we already seen it before with the Animal Crossing. People want a real Animal Crossing. Look what we got. We got a little toy party game where you play with amiibos and shit. Like, which man's really using that? Like, come on.
You got to look at it from where Nintendo looking at it though. Like they say, okay, it take $20-25 million to make a new 3D Mario game, but we can make these goddamn cost us like $2 toys to make, and we
make that on the back end.
Exactly.
I feel you. I'm not saying it's dumb business and it's dumb not for making
No,
money.
but
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, in the end of the day, I feel like that's what's kind of, might be holding some games back, or it might be spoiling some games.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's not going to make people jump over if that's what they thinking. For people who don't have the Wii U, that's not going to make people come to the next console and want.
Like, it's cool. Like, it's like, I understand, like, people want it. Like, I'm not knocking. Like, if some people want to collect it, who am I to say, for you, what to get? But I feel like from what I've seen in the past E3, like I said, with the Amiibo Festival, with Mario Party, now you need like Amiibo. I'm pretty sure you need like Amiibo to play Mario Party or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
certain modes,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, are we gonna get more games like this where we're gonna need these to really enjoy it? Like, what's happening?
You just brought up a great point, by the way. Now I gotta go off another little rant. People, specifically Nintendo guys, right? They always say, "Oh, we not like Sony and Microsoft with this own this DLC locked content, and Nintendo do DLC, right?" Listen, if you spend $13 to access content within a game that requires an amiibo, guess what that is? That's locked content.
DLC, baby.
DLC. Yeah, man.
Cut that out.
It's crazy. Like, this whole Amiibo thing, I know it's cool for the thing, but like, shit, I don't like how it's being integrated with these games, especially if we're gonna get like, okay, next thing you know, we get a Mario where we need a Amiibo to use a Yoshi and shit. Like, that's just gonna piss me off.
That's what's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna play a Mario, there's gonna be, hey, the gimmick is, take your Yoshi Amiibo and put it on your controller, then Yoshi will like, no, man, you feel me? I'm not with it. I'm not with that.
It's already games like that though, like Star Fox. I don't think you can access Star Fox hard mode unless you got the fucking amiibo.
That's some bullshit.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you get the original R-Wing or something.
Like, come on, man.
Yo, that's what I said from the beginning. The amiibos are gonna affect these games. I'm telling you guys. I know you guys like collecting it and putting it on your shelves and shit. But it's definitely gonna affect. It's gonna affect these games that we get in, man.
I just had a great idea Nintendo could do. Instead of like season pass, they'd be like, "Oh, you got to get the amiibo season pass, right?" So if you don't buy all these toys, you ain't getting all the content. That's fucking genius. Wow,
That's crazy, man.
That's a great idea. Holy shit.
I'm curious how this NX turn. Like, honestly, this generation and this console cycle has been like mad interesting. I can't even lie about that. So I'm actually really curious to see how this PlayStation Neo, Xbox Scorpio, and definitely the NX, affects. Yo, is the NX like coming out this year or
no?
That's what they say. That's what they say.
This year?
Okay.
Didn't they say March? I could have swore they said like March.
Oh, no, my bad. Yeah, you're right. March, my bad.
But I don't even think it's coming in March.
Yeah,
to be honest. Because they haven't even talked about it enough.
Wasn't there a rumor they delayed it again?
Yeah, for VR.
Yeah, but I heard that was debunked by like Reggie or something like that.
Well, when was the last time Reggie told the truth? Let's be real.
When they dropped the Wii U, he said, "This is for you."
No, Fab, don't kill me.
That was facts.
Don't kill me.
Yeah, man, it really hurts to hear me talking about Nintendo in the same frame that we were talking about Sega like right before the Dreamcast was about to.
Man.
It's like, man, because like you know how Sonic is to you, like that was like your first game that you got into.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo was like that for me, like Mario, the original Mario, man. Like,
trust me, I don't want them to go away. I don't want to like to sound like man, I want them to go away. I actually want them. I just want them to survive. And really, I really don't care really about the console as much as their IPs. As long as I get, once in a while I get like the Mario Kart and I'm cool. I don't care where I play them. So I just want them to survive. If they have to go third party, I would definitely support their games. I'm still supporting their games right now, even because I even own a Wii U. I don't play it much, but
Yeah, I feel like that's what's behind them getting into all these other ventures, like movies and stuff like that. Like, because before Nintendo was in gaming, I think they were in weren't they like a card company or something?
They used to make cars, hotels, and
shit. They made cards and other stuff like. So I feel like this is them transitioning, kind of like Konami is transitioning into pachinko. They're starting to transition into other things, but they're still in entertainment. They're gonna keep doing the gaming thing while their audience in gaming is dwindling, but they're gonna start doing the movies and other stuff.
We didn't bring up something though. We didn't bring up something that's important.
What's up?
If it's actually a hybrid, right? Because okay, I got a lot of friends that are Nintendo fans. I can't respect them because of that. But listen, a lot of Nintendo guys, they either Wii U console guys or they're handheld guys.
You wanted the other.
Yeah, they don't really like both. So my thinking is, if this is actually a hybrid,
it could be hit. Well, I feel like it could be good. Like the whole this is my take on the whole hybrid situation. I feel like that's not really a bad idea. Because look, you already know their handhelds are successful, right? We could say they're successful, right? And their console is not. So if they could find a way that like it's just one platform where the handheld people have no choice but to like get the console to have like some sort of handheld and it's like it works together, then is either that's gonna piss off the handheld people or they're gonna jump aboard and.
Well, they're splitting their development resources between two platforms, so it's like why not bring it together? So instead of people being like, oh, there's no games on Wii U, it's like if they're making a game for the portable, they're making a game.
The hybrid could make sense
more
also
games
because. You remember, we're hearing stuff about they're using a cartridge, right? So it could make sense. It could make sense that a hybrid is what we're getting.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do that hybrid idea.
I don't know about that cartridge rumor. Like I just don't know.
You saw that patent that got filed.
I think I could believe Nintendo doing some crap like that. Yeah, I could really believe that.
When you say it's a cartridge, I can think the only thing I can think of Nintendo possibly doing is doing some retro console remaster, bro.
No. It's gonna be like on SD cards. It's like a cartridge SD card.
Why not go digital? Like just.
Nah, I don't think that's right because they know the youth still go to the store and buy it, especially for Nintendo shit. The kids might roll to the store for that shit. Yeah,
because the thing came out that Zelda and NX is gonna be on the cartridge. So
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You guys want to quickly talk about that Zelda? I still haven't watched no gameplay of it, man. I watched sleeping. Yo, what do you guys think of that real quick? Yo?
I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like people who've been hyping it up just a little bit too much. It's like
because of the name. Yo. Like
it looks okay. It looks good, like for what it is and for what platform it's on. But it don't look that good. I think it's gonna be a great game, but it don't look that good. People are like, "Oh, it looks amazing."
I got a question though.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, because most Wii U games exclusives, they're 720p upscale to 1080. But this game is looking to just be 720. Do you think they like purposely making their game like slick ugly so people get on the NX? I see them doing that.
That's another question I have. You guys think the NX version will be like much better, or is it you think
it's I'm not getting it.
It's gonna look the same, but it's gonna be in 1080p 60.
Oh, I hope not.
Because real talk, tell you the truth, I'm not getting the new Zelda game on the Wii U. I will be getting it on NX if the NX is worth getting. It's priced right. It looks cool. I like usually owning all the consoles, so I'll definitely give NX a try if it looks decent.
Yeah, we should be blown away by the difference between the Wii U and the NX version.
But, no,
that Wii U footage was dingy as shit though. Like it didn't.
Just think about it. The first time they showed this game to the entire world, they show it on the Wii U. Like really, like they could have showed the NX version and just not said it was the NX. But people would have known. You know what I mean? But why show the Wii U version? Because it's probably gonna look the same. Just like what's that Zelda game that came out on GameCube and Wii?
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. It looks.
But I'm talking about look at the gap in hardware. The Wii U is essentially what? About the same power as what? PS3, maybe stronger than the Xbox 360.
It's a little bit.
And the NX is rumored to be around what the Neo specs is supposed to be.
So if that game was better, you should
be blown away by the difference between that. We're talking essentially about a last gen game versus a 7th gen game versus like a 9th gen game.
Yeah, I feel you. The upgrade should be big, but like the thing about Nintendo games, like even the Wii U, like their games are beautiful because of art direction. You know what I'm saying? They're not really really focused on super realism. So when I play a game like Mario Kart 8, like I'm actually stunned, or Smash, I'm actually stunned by the graphics because like it's more of art direction. You know what I'm saying? They can work with what they got and with their IPs and stuff like that. It's not unless they're trying to like take a new realistic look, but I guess they can make better lighting and So
Well, they get rid of damn Jaggies, man.
Yeah, I need to say this because I just find it funny because like the Nintendo guys are going so crazy over like things like, oh shit, you can go hunting, oh you're affected by the weather, you never see things like this,
God,
and it goes back to what Jack said because these dudes aren't playing other games.
It's like we did that in Witcher a year ago.
This is just like Apple fans. You know, Apple fans, unless Apple does it, it doesn't count. You know, it's the same deal. You know, it's hilarious. It's like,
New under the sun when Nintendo does it.
I'm sure the new Zelda game will be good. You know, the last one that I played was Wind Waker HD, which I feel like that game is absolutely amazing. That game was spectacular. I don't know if you guys played that game though. Or you guys not into that? Wind Waker is actually popping. If you guys were to play that, you have to play it on the HD version though, on the Wii U.
Yeah, I played it back in the day, but I need that new version.
Yo, it's actually up there for like one of my favorite games. Like Wind Waker HD was actually like hot, real hot still. All right, man. So, yo, let's talk about, enough of the Nintendo, man. Enough of Nintendo for yeah, I think we got a Nintendo out.
Retro seizure.
Yeah. Let's talk about what's our most anticipated games coming out for this year? Not,
this year.
This year, Jack, you go first, bro.
What you want? One or like all of them?
Yo, you could give me a handful. It don't matter, yo.
My next most anticipated game. A lot of people gonna hate me for this. Shantae and the Half Genie Hero. Now that game's coming out at the end of September. That's one of my games I'm most anticipating. And
Jack, are you for real, Fab?
I am.
He's dead serious.
I am dead serious.
Bro, look at all the games that are coming out. I know. I'm with you.
Shantae is an amazing game. And,
my God. I'm downloading this shit on Steam. I gotta see what's this.
Let's go.
Hype about.
Okay.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna tell you about it.
Please do. I want to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah. All right.
Honestly, besides that and 2K17, what the fuck I'm talking about? The last game I'm hyped for is Mafia 3. That's probably the biggest one.
I think that's gonna be a sleeper. That might be one of them game of the year contenders.
You guys
like the way it's looking.
Yeah. I'm a Mafia 2 fan. Like I played that game 4 times. That game was like straight fire. I don't know. I can't say anything bad about that game. Like basically, Mafia 2 was like mad hot, yo. Yeah, I was saying on Twitter the other day, yo. I hope they bring back the Playboy magazines for the Mafia 3. That'll be fire. That'll be fire.
I forgot about those. Yeah.
Beating up the game.
Nah, but yo, instead of collecting garbage and dog tags and wax.
Oh, you collecting magazines?
Collecting magazines, pretty
different.
And I hear some no-name team has been working on Mafia 3 for like crazy long, so that's why it looks so polished because they've had so much time to work on it.
Yeah, Jamie. So what are you looking forward to, Jamie, man?
This year or?
Yeah, this year. Just this year, yo. What's going on?
Definitely that Mafia 3. That game looks hot to me.
You think that's your number one right now?
Right now, I gotta say Battlefield 1 is my number one right now.
Yeah, that
Battlefield 1, because I don't have no history with Mafia 3, so I don't really know what to expect from that. But from the looks of it, I was gonna say from the looks of Mafia 3, it looks good. But Battlefield 1 is definitely my number one right now. That game looks great. What else am I looking forward to? I mean, it was Horizon, but it got delayed, as we all know. So that pissed me off, but it's whatever. Take their time with it. And I'll probably definitely play Titanfall 2. Definitely want to get into Titanfall. Because I got the Xbox One really late last what did I get it? Christmas last year. So like by the time I was on Titanfall, nobody was really playing it. But when I did play it, I enjoyed from what I did, so I'll definitely get Titanfall 2.
Yo, real quick, dude in the comment section saying Gravity Rush 2, man. I was looking forward to that game, man. Yo, is that coming out this year or
they
what?
Didn't confirm
what's going on?
They didn't confirm a date, but it's coming out this year.
I swear the last trailer, it said 2016. All I know, it said 2016. So
I think it's gonna get delayed because they ain't talking about no dates yet, and if anything, is gonna come out September.
They probably talk about the game at TGS since that's a more like Japanese-centric title.
Yo, but like it's not being talked about, so I don't know, yo, if it's coming out this year.
If you wait till TGS, then that's getting delayed.
Yeah, I think it's coming out next year because TGS is in September.
Man,
yeah, that's late in the year.
Damn, yo. So all right, yo. Before I go, Tony, what's up, man?
All right.
What are you looking forward to, man?
I got Deus Ex is gonna be the next big game I'm gonna pick up. That's supposed to be really good. Yeah, the next one I'm getting, at least this summer is pretty dry,
Oh, No Man's Sky.
No
Oh,
man.
God,
I forgot about that.
Who's
No
No
Man's
Man's
Sky.
Sky?
I did.
No Man's Sky. Yeah, I mean,
You
you
did
know,
that trash.
I'm getting it.
man.
I don't care what nobody say. I'm getting it. But go ahead, Tony. My bad.
Yo, real talk, I'm getting it too, yo. But yo, let Tony go real quick before you talk.
Yeah. Okay. So Deus Ex, Final Fantasy 15. I'm actually reading this off a list here, by the way. Gears of War 4.
Who?
Last Guardian.
You get ratings for saying that Gears 4. I was waiting for a man to say that.
Yeah, Gears of War 4, Last Guardian. And you know what I threw in here? Just because I have faith, even though I didn't like the first game. Watch Dogs 2.
Oh,
Yo, man, I think
I-
I'm picking that up too, fam.
Here's my reason why.
Getting that, yo.
Here's my reasoning for it. You remember the first Assassin's Creed, right? It wasn't that hot, but then you got 2, and it really like made it became what the first game should have been.
Mhm.
So what I'm thinking it was going to happen is I think Watch Dogs 2 is going to be what Watch Dogs 1 should have been. So I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot too. I kind of have faith in the game. Like when I was watching the gameplay, the movement looked a lot better. And this time they didn't really catfish nobody. They actually showed like the graphics that actually might be in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
and
it didn't look amazing like how they did it the last time. And
and the game's dropping this year. Remember how the original one, it took like 3 years for that shit to drop. So I'm
the
gonna hope,
parkour looked pretty cool too. When I see the man doing the flips and shit, I'm like, yo, yeah, I kind of feel this. I want to check it out, yo.
Yeah, I mean, it could be disappointing too, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
I like what I see from that.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it for me.
Let me do Fall's most anticipated game, Titanfall 2.
Go ahead, man.
Well, you know what my most anticipated game is, so we ain't even gonna go there. But
Call of Duty
I
Infinite
don't know.
Warfare?
It's I'm curious. That game I'm curious about. Like I'm just curious how that's gonna turn out with all the controversy and stuff. Infinite Warfare.
Okay.
I'm just curious about it. It's not one I'm excited about. But from seeing Gears of War 4 at E3, I was kind of down on Gears 4 after the beta. But after seeing the single player,
Kevin, look,
and
that looked crazy.
I can't even front. It looked pretty good. So
crazy.
I'm actually pretty excited about that now. So I'm looking forward to playing that this year. And of course Titanfall 2.
All right, cool. Yo, Kid Smooth, what are you looking forward to playing, man?
Man, I already got them. The ones I'm interested pre-ordered. But yeah, it's man. I got Titanfall 2 definitely. Gears of War 4.
Whew.
Forza Horizon 3, and Recore.
Yeah, Recore. I need to. Yo, that actually game looks interesting. I still need to see a little bit more of it. But yo, let me do mine real quick. Easily most anticipated game this year is Gears of War 4 because I'm a Gears fanboy on the low. I love the franchise. Been there since day one. Love Gears of War. Next is like Mafia 3. Yeah, next is Mafia 3. I'm really looking forward to that game. Then Forza Horizon 3. I don't know about you guys, but I think that game looks stellar.
That game looks hot. I'm not even.
I'm getting all of this on PC, so I'm getting that good frame rate now. I'm getting that
Plus,
good
no 792p.
So yeah, you already know I'm getting Gears on PC. I'm getting Forza Horizon 3 on PC. I hope it's optimized well. I hope Microsoft doesn't screw it up. I hope it has an exit button like Quantum Break never had no exit button or some shit like that. So that was crazy. So I hope they do those games well. And Battlefield 1, I've never been a crazy Battlefield fan. Like I played 4 a bit, 3 a bit. But yo, going back to the World War I seen the Zeppelin fall down and all of this shit. Graphics look insane. Gameplay looks a lot of fun. I'm definitely really interested in Battlefield 1. I think I'm actually more interested in Battlefield 1 more so than Titanfall 2, to be honest.
Definitely.
I know that's a sin to K's, right?
Yeah, man. Shots fired.
I know that's a sin right there, but it is what it is. Titanfall 2 is definitely going to be a pickup too. And yeah, I think those are the major games that I'm getting. I'm definitely looking forward to The Last Guardian because after all that hype,
I gotta give a shout out to that.
Yeah, for sure, man. After all that hype, I have to get that game.
Definitely. Oh man.
Yeah, what do you think is gonna happen with that game, Jack? Man, what do you think is gonna happen?
Honestly, bro, that's one of the ones that's a head scratcher because part of me gonna say since it's been so long of the wait, it's gonna do numbers, but another part of me is this is Team Michael. I really don't fuck with him like that. So
yeah, I see, man. Saying when you mentioned South Park, yo, is that game coming out this year? I don't even know.
Oh shit, that is coming out this year. Yeah, it come out December.
Yo, if South Park is coming out this year, that's definitely.
Hey, add it to my list, bro. I forgot.
Y'all hit me off guard. There's a lot of games I forgot.
Yeah.
I think they're my December 6th.
Recore. Yeah, I forgot about the game.
Oh yeah, all those are pickups. Yeah, all those are pickups.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
I want to give shout out to Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Yes.
Nah, I'm waiting. At first,
I'm getting that. I don't care.
At first, I was like, yeah, I'm getting that day one because of that remastered. But then I'm looking at all the new games that are coming out. I think, yo, that can wait. I really think that can wait. Or you guys don't feel me on that? You guys think those are day ones?
That looks pretty good, man.
It looks good.
It looks so much better than the original.
I think it could wait. Yo,
I mean, if you're a COD fan, I think that's a day one for you. Like,
yo, but look how new games are coming out. Tell you the truth, I was pretty hyped for it when I seen it, but I'm like, yo, I think I want to play some of these new games, before anything.
Nostalgia is definitely hitting me with that because Call of Duty 4, like, I spent the whole summer, like, literally staying up all night, going to bed in the morning, going to sleep, wake back up, play it again all night. Like, that game was life. So
yeah, I feel you on that. Modern Warfare 4, I played that shit a lot too. That and Gears of War early days of 360. That was what I was playing, man. For a lot of it, man.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not like a ton of games I'm looking forward to this year, so I think I could fit that one in there. You know what I mean? I'm thinking I usually get all digital, but I'll probably just get a physical copy of Infinite Warfare in case it sucks.
Dead Rising 4 coming out this year?
Yeah, that's coming out. Oh my God!
Oh that's I gotta get that too.
It's funny. All the games you mentioned, it ain't nothing from Sony's conference. Ain't nothing.
I'm getting Last Guardian for sure. I'm definitely getting GT Sport. J-May knows that. I'm getting GT Sport. I'm a racing master.
Is GT Sport this year?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. So they only had 2 games?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of
for the later this year, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been hearing
No Man's Sky
negative things about GT Sport. Like I've been hearing a lot of, so it's kind of turning me down. But I'm definitely gonna pick it up since I'm just into cars. I'm into cars and all of that. So that's definitely a day one buy for me. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth what I think about it.
Yeah. I'm hearing that the car sounds is like really bad.
Yeah, I hear it's bad too. I heard it's supposed to improve. So
well, 6 had the same problem too though.
Dog, let's keep it 100. Forza is
the new king.
Is the king. It's the king of the racing realm right now. Like at first I was worried that they're pumping out these games too much. Like trust me, you see me on Twitter, I'd be like, maybe they should take a year, 1-2 year off of another game, But after seeing Forza Horizon 3, I thought quality would drop since they're releasing it so frequently. But shit look good, And man's kind of in front say Forza Horizon 3 don't look good, man. That shit look good.
My thinking is though, like, I think Gran Turismo will still sell.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. No one's saying this.
As far as like the hardcore fans, I think
it'll be a commercial success
better
for sure.
No, they ain't gonna do numbers in Europe, though.
Europe,
for sure it's gonna do well. I'm not saying it's gonna like bomb, but like I just been hearing like a lot of things that are turning me off. Is there damage? Is there finally gonna be damage?
I don't think so. Well, they had these 60 frames too, so I don't think them graphics like Drive Club probably end up looking better.
For sure.
So, Neo's supposed to come out this year, not the console, the actual.
Neo the game. Yeah.
Neo what?
With an I, Neo.
Oh, Neo's dropping this year too.
Yeah,
that's what they said.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
That's cool.
All right, Kid Smooth. Peace.
All right, later, bro. Thanks for showing up, man.
All right, man. You guys have a good night, man. What do we say? Xbox is the best box. I am the best box.
All right, get on
podcast, man. See you after episode 3.
Yeah. Dude, gotta plug that in real quick. Yeah. All right, I won't keep you guys for too much longer. I'll just ask a few more questions before we get off this.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask this question. What would it take for you guys to quit gaming?
Get the fuck out of here.
6 feet under in the casket.
All right, let me elaborate real quick. Like, where will would this industry where this industry would lead you? Where you're like, enough of this. I can't.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I see what you're. I was talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, if everything becomes like mobile games and shit, like let's just say I'm going extreme right now. Nothing but mobile games. Then I'll be like, all right, that's it. But then again, I wouldn't be done. I just go back to play the retro shit.
Yeah, I guess.
I still be gaming,
I hear you.
I feel them like if it goes like a direction where, like we were saying earlier, if everything goes like streaming and you don't actually own none of the stuff you buy, you know what I mean? I kind of feel like this is like my last generation before I just go all retro. You know what I mean? Like, cause it's just like, I don't know. Like, if it starts going that streaming direction, I'm not really with it.
You know what would be it for me? What would be exactly it for me if they do some stupid shit with like touch controls. I think that'll be done.
My God.
I'll be done with gaming there.
What about nothing but VR?
Or if they make all games like free to play, oh my goodness.
Oh,
I
man,
hate free to play.
Yeah, say,
Nah.
yo, fam. When I heard like when I hear a game, I'm like, yo, oh, this shit. Like Deep Down is a perfect example. When I see it, I'm like, oh shit, this shit is. Yo, by the way, what the fuck happened to that game? But anyway, when I seen Deep Down for the first time, I'm like, oh shit, it look crazy. Then news come out free to play, and I'm like, oh, like free to play always kills my.
It's an instant turn off.
Turn
off.
Yeah.
When I hear free to play, then right away I think of like microtransactions and
pay to win.
The only free to play game I liked was Loadout. That's the only one.
I haven't even tried it. So
I haven't heard of that one in a while.
Loadout was good. I can't
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, but if gaming goes to like touch screens and shit, like I think that would be a wrap for me for like new consoles, because I can't deal with touch screens. Have you guys like play like something that's using like an analog on a touch screen? Like it's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't.
My iPhone. I played a couple games like that.
Yeah, it's hard, yo. It's hard. It's horrible. I don't think I can ever like do that. So that's why when I seen the NX controller, remember that rumored one, yeah?
Oh, the oval shape.
The oval one. I'm like, yo, where's the buttons? Yo, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Where's the buttons? Like, yo, the design looked interesting, but I'm like, yo, it would be cooler if it had some like real face buttons.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Didn't they have that U-shaped controller too? Wasn't that like?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was.
Oh,
I think that might actually be real though.
Yo, don't say
Oh my
that.
God.
It's like it's like for the what's this shit called, a Wiimote or whatever.
Quality of life thing.
Yeah, I think that's actually real though.
That's
Not as the main controller though, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, no more of that gimmick shit for the main controller.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
All right, guys. Yo, I'll probably just wrap it up here, yo, because I don't want to keep you guys too long. Do you guys want to talk about anything before we wrap it up, yo? You haven't throwing anything out there?
I'm good, man. I just want to thank you once again. This was a really fun podcast, bro.
Yeah, man. Hopefully I can have you on again, man. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, give me more notice next time.
Yeah, I will. I promise. Yo, for people watching for the future, I have a set date for the podcast now. It's gonna be every single Monday, right? At 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. So but it's gonna be hosted. I mean, it's gonna be available twice a week or every other week. It's not a weekly podcast, guys.
Okay.
It's every 2 weeks.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. So every 2 weeks, Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. So there we go. I have a final date for this podcast. So I hope you guys could tune in, man. If it becomes more popular, I'll do it weekly. I promise. So share the videos if you guys want to see me gather some guys in together and we do it weekly. Well, yeah, when I get more views and stuff and the podcast grows, I'll definitely consider doing a weekly podcast. But for now, every 2 weeks, I think that's nice, so give everyone time to breathe, because I know there's a lot of podcasts going around and, no one got time, people work, all of this crap. So, yeah. So let's do the outros real quick. Fall Boys, a.k.a. K's.
Yeah, man, it's Roma the Fall Boys, formerly known as K's Plays, and it's been cool. This is number 2, man.
Number 2.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be 100.
Hope so, man. I'm always gonna have you on here, man. Hopefully, my boy J May, my Twitter man right here. What's up, bro?
Yes, yo. Thank you for having me. It was a great discussion. Thanks everybody who came to watch. Thanks everybody who's here talking with us. Again, you can follow me on Twitter at jmain518. My YouTube channel is the same thing, and see you guys next time, man.
Oh boy, man, Jack, man, appreciate you showing up. Yo, do your outro for me, please, man.
No problem. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I just want to, first of all, I want to personally apologize for having to discuss Nintendo with y'all. Other than that, man, great podcast. I love what you're doing, bro.
Yo, on the low, I'm trying to sneak Jack as a regular on the low, B. So yeah, hopefully you can be on next episode too, yo, Jack.
We gonna try to make it happen, man.
Yeah, respect, I really appreciate it. And Tony.
Yeah, man, you know how it is, bro. Thank you once again for having me on. Like Kofi, ever since I met you, bro, we've been really cool with each other.
Yeah, man.
Gaming, man, brings us all together, So
yeah, man.
That's a fact.
You can check that on Twitter at Romudeth, ROMUDETH. Right there, when you go to that, you'll see links to all the shit I do and stuff. And yeah, man, just keep it gaming, keep it real,
Yeah, and yeah, also I also want to thank Kid Smooth for showing up. I know he's a busy man, got work, got kids, got a family to take care of. So I really appreciate him taking the time to hop in the podcast. And yeah, yo, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, guys, man. See you guys for episode 3, guys. Take it easy, man.
Peace.
Peace.